Hey guys, Michael from Copy the Glass. Today we're going to be looking at a new launcher that's available now for Android. It is called Aviate. Okay guys, so I just want to start off this video by saying that Aviate is probably my favourite launcher available right now for Android. At the moment it is invite only, but if you stay tuned for the end of the video, I've got some invites that I'm able to give away to you guys, with 5 in total. Now in terms of the actual launcher itself, it's very simple, but the actual interface and the way that it is laid out is very nice. It reminds me a lot like Google Now. Now you get these card interfaces, which you can see here, and you can select what you want to have on your home screen, which is what we're going to be looking at now. Now you can, if you just hold down on the top one, so you can see that you can have multiple widgets. I've got here the eye in the sky widget, and there's a picture that you have to always have. Now you can change what the picture is, and obviously the more widgets that you add, the smaller that picture will get. But some widgets don't necessarily fit inside their boxes very well, like for instance dash clock widget does look nice if I just bring that in now. Then you'll see that it does look quite nice. If I want to put it above the picture, then you've got the option to do so. Then when I go back to the home screen, you're going to see that it is right there. So you've got a dash clock now, so I can see that I've got my emails, got a nice picture here, and I've got my most used apps down the bottom here, which is basically the favourites tray. Now that's where it gets really interesting in terms of the apps. If we slide across to the left hand side, you're going to see that it's auto put all of my applications into what it calls collections. So you've got things like social, work, music, news, home and entertainment. Now with something like home, we'll get into that in a little bit more detail in just a second. If you slide across one more time, you're then going to be granted with basically your app drawer. All the apps are in alphabetical order, which I really like, and obviously you can quick access them just on the side here. So it's very nice and really simple to use. Now back to the actual home screen itself. You've got a couple of different gestures here that you can use to get to different information. So we've got a swipe down gesture. Now what basically that does is it gives me the settings or specific apps for the theme or the kind of time of day of the actual launcher itself. Now if you see at the top here, it says that I am on nighttime at the moment. Now what that allows me to do, if I slide across to the right hand side, you can see that you've got these different themes within the actual launcher itself. So you've got nighttime, work, going somewhere, for instance when you are out and about. They've also got down the bottom here ones that are near you. So for instance if you're near an Apple store or you're near a supermarket, things like that, that's going to show up just down the bottom here. And within each of these themes has specific applications or specific things that you may want to do within each theme. Now what I mean by that is right now I'm in the nighttime theme. So if I slide down, it's going to give me some options for clocks. So if I do want to set an alarm, you've got the option to set an alarm, and you've also got the option to turn on or off do not disturb mode. You've also got the weather, high and low temperature, clouds or no clouds, etc. And obviously you've got your most recent calendar appointments down the bottom here. Now if I go across and change that to work, it's going to completely change which apps are in this top row. So again, all you do is access it from a swipe down on your home screen, and you're going to see that within the work theme, it's going to think, okay, you may want to send an email, create a new event, and again, it's got some options here like Google Drive, calendar, calculator, etc. Now one thing that I really do like is it's really clever in the way that it works. So if I go over to going somewhere, again, you can see that it's got the little icon just up in the corner here, so I know which one that I'm on, which kind of reflects what we're seeing over here. And when I slide down on this one, again, it's going to give me options for this theme. So I've got Maps and Google Earth. And you can then also do things like Home, Office, and Traffic. Now what that's going to do, if I click on Home, it's going to give me Google directions to my home. Same with Office. If I click on Traffic, what that's going to do is it's going to launch the Google Maps application, and then it's also going to give me the traffic information within my area. So again, real quick and real simple, and it's really handy in the way that it works. Now one thing that I would say is when you are in the collections page, you've got these little arrows just above here on each section. Now what that allows you to do is basically discover new apps that you may not know about. So for instance, we go into the music section now. If you press that arrow, it's going to give you all the ones within that collection which you can add to or take away just by pressing and holding like you would in the normal app drawer. But what it's then got, it's got a plus with a new. So what I can do, I can click on that, and what it's then going to do, it's going to give me a recommendation for a new application that I maybe don't necessarily have that I can easily get to. Now I'm not really too sure what this application here is, so if I click on remove, it's not going to show me that application again. So what you can do is if I get to one that I may want to have on my device, for instance double twist music player, what you can then do is you can click on the add button, And what that's going to do is it's going to put it into the tray. Now, it's not actually installed on the device. Now, this is where it gets really clever. Once you then click on the icon to open Double Twist, what it's then going to do is it's going to take you to the Play Store with a direct link for a download. So like I say, it's really, really intuitive in the way that it works, and it is really, really simple. Apologies about the Wi-Fi, mine's broken at the moment, it's going a bit slow, so I do apologise. But it takes you straight to where that application is. You can then choose to install the application, or if you do want to go back, and you don't want it, you can just remove it from collections as you would any other app drawer. So like I said, it's a very simple, very easy way to kind of organize yourself. I do like that you've got the collections here. Everything's in alphabetical order. It's got a very clean, very nice layout. If we go into settings, you can change it to a light theme, which like I say, just enhances the kind of Google Cards effect that you get with, for instance, things like Google Now. And again, it looks very, very nice, very clean. So I do really appreciate that, and it does look very, very nice. Now what I'm actually going to do is I've got 5 giveaway codes that I'm going to be giving to you guys. One, because this new launcher is out and it's really, really good. And secondly, we do now have 500 subscribers on the Copper v Glass YouTube channel. So I just want to say a big thank you to you guys that have subscribed and you do kind of keep up with our content. It really does help us out. Thanks very much. So what I'm going to say is if you do want to leave a comment down below, I'm going to pick the best 5 comments and I'm going to just private message you guys, see if you can send me your email address, and then I'll be able to give you a code so you guys can get Aviate yourself. So like I say, I'm Michael from Copper v Glass, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.